Hello everyone, it's me Parker or Violet. Today guys, bring you another Call of Duty Black Ops 3 Zombies video. And so in today's video, pretty much I am going to be doing my top 5 maps in Call of Duty Black Ops 3 Zombies. I know this video is a little bit outdated as a lot of people have already done this, but I decided it's never too late and I want to give it a shot. So pretty much just jump on into it. Coming in at our number 5 spot has to be Revelations. And for some of you might be saying, why Revelations? Revelations is a fun map, it's a cool map. But the truth behind it is it had so many missed opportunities which made it just a bad map. There's good parts about it, don't get me wrong, and that's why it even made the list. But other than that, it's just got the fact of the Thunder Gun and the Apothecary Serve. It makes it too easy. Anybody can go to around 100 if they want. The Easter egg was so random and not even with the story that it just didn't really feel good as like the final map. And for this to be the final map to end Black Ops 3 Zombies, I mean, besides DLC 5 and stuff like that, we should have had at least a good sort of type of ending and Easter egg, and the elemental staff should have been there. It's just so many missed opportunities, and that's pretty much why I just am not a fan of Revelations. But so Revelations comes in at number 5. Let's jump into the number 4 spot. So coming in at the number 4 spot, we have the Giant. And the Giant, as it is a classical map, being Der Riese in Black Ops 1 and in the original World at War, it's just a fact of, it still has got like a little bit of that classical feel to me. I still love the map, I still love playing. I think of it as such a chill map to play with friends on it and stuff like that. And it's just very, very awesome to me. It still feels like Der Riese to me. Obviously, there's not like the original guns or anything like that, but I still do like it, and I still love to always play it with some friends and stuff like that. And I haven't been playing in a while, and the Giant is something I do want to jump back onto and go for a high round every now and then. And it's just a great map. You have the catwalk that's still there. You have just the basic stuff they added in, like the flytrap Easter egg. I thought that was pretty cool just to add a little feature into Black Ops 3. And I feel like the Giant could be something we really modeled DLC 5 off of. I feel like a lot of the maps could be similar to that sense of the simple remaster to it. But yeah, guys, I like the Giant a lot. It's still a classic to me, and the Giant comes in at the number 4 spot. So coming in at the number 3 spot, we have Gorod Krovi. And Gorod Krovi is a map that I very much do have a great time on it every time I play. It's the fact of, I don't know why I don't play it more. I think the thing is like high rounds are so tough on there. Once you get to like round 50, it's just so hard after that. And it's kind of like, it does get a little, not really irritating, but the process of doing the pack punch isn't the funnest. It can be a little bit boring, and it just takes too long to where it sometimes makes you not want to play the map. But Gorod Krovi, I love the selection of box weapons. That's just awesome. I love all that. The shield's amazing. All that cool stuff in there. And it's just overall a very fun map to either play solo or with some friends. So Gorod Krovi comes in at the number 3 spot. Coming down to my number 2 spot, before I even jump into it, I do want to say that these are really a toss-up for me. These two maps, I love them both very much, and obviously, you know my 2 remaining maps here. So with these 2 maps, I just want to say I love both of them, but the one had to take the number 1 spot for me, and I'll explain that as soon as I get in. But anyways, coming in at the number 2 spot, we have Der Eisendrache. So you might be saying, why is Der Eisendrache not number 1 on your list? Because Der Eisendrache is overall an amazing map, and I could totally agree with you. I think Der Eisendrache is amazing, and it's fun playing with friends. The Easter egg is amazing on it. I love playing it. It's basic to the amount that I think a lot of people could do it, but the boss fight is very tough in my opinion. Obviously solo it's pretty easy, but when it comes to playing with some friends, it can be quite a challenge. And just Der Eisendrache, the reason I do love it, and I will explain this more now that we're down to like my bottom 2 hits. Der Eisendrache is the map to where a basic average player could come on there, easily get pack-a-punch their guns, and they could play the map like that. It could be played as a simple player, or if you're an advanced player, you could upgrade every single bow. You can get all these different bows, really is the thing, and like the Easter egg is just a very fun Easter egg, and it's a very cool Easter egg. This Easter egg compared to like something like Revelations was a bunch of nonsense until about the final couple of steps. This one actually had something to do with it the entire time, so it was really pretty cool, and the map just overall looks so amazing. I wish every map, really I wish every DLC after this was as good as Der Eisendrache was, because Der Eisendrache was obviously the best DLC overall, just no doubt about it. It's just such a good DLC, such a good map overall. Introducing the Ragnaroks fits so well into that map. The Panzer comes back. Some call it an Origins 2.0. I wouldn't go that far, but it just has an awesome feel to it. I love elemental wonder weapons and stuff like that, and Der Eisendrache, just overall an amazing map. So coming on into our number 1 spot, but before we get into the number 1 spot, we have to do our honorable mention. And obviously, you know, my honorable mention here is going to be Zetsubo no Shima. So Zetsubo no Shima is a map that I think is way too hated on, and I honestly, personally, I do not think bad of the map at all. I actually really like the map. The thing about it is that a lot of people don't play, and I personally don't play a lot either, is that it's just, it takes so long to get set up on it, and like the best camping spot on the map needs to be done by the Easter egg, so it's just a big setup. And the reason it's not on my list is because as much as I do like the map, it's just other maps are better than it. That's pretty much all there is to it. I do like the KT4, but the upgrade process is a little bit much. The thing about it I also don't like is that online, pretty much when you're online, there's no shot at ever upgrading it because everybody has to do their challenges, so you need to be with like a team. You couldn't just go into pubs and get the Mezzaude. It just really wouldn't work well like that. I'm also not a fan of the plant system, but overall, I do like all the buildables just because it gives you a lot to do, really, and it makes you like think like, okay, what can I do in this round to try and make this easier on me? And it just, overall, it's a pretty fun map. Once you really get set up, the beginning rounds are boring. I will admit that they are pretty boring, and doing everything kind of sucks. But once you get set up, it's a pretty cool map. Honestly, if you haven't like tried it, if you just went by what YouTubers have said, give it a shot for yourself. I think you'll like it. But yeah, guys, Zetsubo no Shima comes in as the honorable mention, leading into our number 1 spot. So coming down into our number 1 spot might be a more unpopular choice here. It is Shadows of Evil. Shadows of Evil is the first map in Black Ops 3 Zombies, and as this comes in at a unpopular pick, the reason for that is people who do not like this map, I guarantee, have not given it a full try. When this game first came out, I said I hated Shadows of Evil because I didn't know what to do. When I played with a friend, I liked it. That was just how I was. And so the fact that I was hating on it was because I hadn't tried it yet. And when I actually went into a game and pretty much learned everything on YouTube videos, I began to love the map. Since then, I always have really loved the map. I love the Easter egg on it. I think that's an amazing Easter egg. You have to have a 4 crew, and doing it all as a team really makes it feel better than doing it as just like a solo Easter egg. I don't know if that's just me, but I just love doing it as a team, and the cutscene is so awesome. And something about it that I'm so glad they did. Taking out the upgraded Apothicon Servant, if it was in there, and recently I just went around 100 on Shadows of Evil. I finally did it. After many attempts, I finally got to around 100. But with this, if they would have had the upgraded Apothicon Servant still in there, it would have been so much easier, to the point where I'm so glad that they didn't put it in there and ruin the map. Revelations was ruined by that upgraded Apothicon Servant, and the fact that Shadows of Evil doesn't have it anymore, as it did before, I'm glad they took it out. It's whatever that they saved it for Revelations, but the fact is, I'm just glad they took it out of Shadows of Evil because I don't want to ruin map. That map, it's just, I love everything you can do on it. I love just the basics of going to each district and doing that. I love the elemental swords. I love upgrading them. I love getting the Apothicon Servant. Sometimes when you don't get the Apothicon Servant until a way later round, that does suck, but it is just, it's pretty awesome. I love the Apothicon Servant, and the fact that it's not upgraded, it's still good, but it's just not as amazing as like it is in like Revelations. And the fact that it's so amazing in Revelations, it's just, you can pretty much camp with it. I like the fact that you actually still have to use it. You still have to strategize and stuff like that. And I just pretty much, Smith Plays made a video about this too. If you haven't given Shadows of Evil a shot, you need to give it a shot. It is the most what's the word for it? It's like, I don't know, it just, people hate on it, and it should be just more popular than it really is. It's just an amazing map, and I know it's not like people hate on it like Zetsubo, but I wish people would still give it a better chance and stuff like that. So it's, as Smith Play said, the most underrated map in Call of Duty Zombies, and I 100% agree with that. You guys can tell me what your lists are down below. As I kind of went off, mine is a little bit more random than a lot of yours might be. It's kind of all over the place, but it was just my honest, like, looking at the 6 maps, I had to put them in this order because this is truly how I feel, and it really does go by gameplay of what I want to play more. So you guys can tell me what you guys think about my list down below. You can tell me what your lists are down below. But until then, guys, that has been it for the video today. I hope you guys did all enjoy. If you want to see more top 5s, give me some suggestions down below, and I'll definitely do them coming into this summer and stuff like that. But yeah, guys, that has been it for the video today. Hope you guys did all enjoy. Make sure to like, a comment, and subscribe for more Call of Duty Zombies videos, and we'll catch you guys later. Peace, everybody, and see ya.